Welcome to Dr. Charles Kim's Economics Studies. We will examine the price floor with agricultural products and minimum wage. Minimum wage is debatable, but you will learn what is going to happen if the government intervenes in the free market wage determination. In the following slide, we will, first of all, study basic concepts of price floor in the case of agricultural products. You may have seen some news on television that many farmers are complaining about market selling prices and production costs of their agricultural products. We shall see the reasons through comprehending the notions of price floor. This mainly occurs when market selling prices of agricultural products are cheaper than production costs. As usual, quantity goes to the horizontal line and price goes to the vertical line. Put prices and quantities on each line accordingly. Then, draw demand and supply curves. You will be able to see an equilibrium point with the price and quantity of P and QE. Let's suppose the government imposes a price floor now to protect farmers from falling the prices of agricultural products below the minimum price level. If this happens, due to the increase in the prices of agricultural products, consumers shall reduce their consumption from QE to QD. However, quantity supplied shall increase from QE to QS. Because of price increases in agricultural products, farmers will increase their production. In this case, an unexpected surplus of agricultural products shall be generated, as you can see on the diagram. Let's analyze this in more detail with the consumer and producer surplus. The two triangles in the diagrams represent original consumer and producer surplus with a market equilibrium. When price floor is executed, you will assume that producer surplus will be the larger triangle that you see now. In reality, on the contrary, the consumer surplus shall be reduced into an upper smaller triangle. The producer surplus will be a mid-sized triangle, plus a smaller rectangle, plus the original producer surplus. These are the benefits that farmers will gain from the price floor. The benefits of a darker inverted triangle can only be formed when the government purchases surplus agricultural products. Without the government purchase, price floor will make farmers worse off. In the next slide, we will discuss price floor with minimum wage. As a routine, quantity of labor supply goes to the x-axis, and wage level goes to the y-axis. Put proper labeling on each line. Then, draw a supply of labor and demand for labor. You will be able to see a market equilibrium wage level with QE. Now, let's suppose the government enforces minimum wage by setting a price floor. When this takes place, demand for labor shall be reduced from QE to QD. Supply of labor, however, shall increase from QE to QS. This will create labor surplus, or increase unemployment. The orange line on the horizontal line represents the workers, who used to have jobs before, but now they don't. The brown line on the same horizontal line represents the lucky workers, who are able to keep their jobs after the imposition of minimum wage. Let's study in more detail with the consumer and producer surplus. The original consumer and producer surplus are shown in the diagram. After the implementation of a minimum wage, consumer and producer surplus are reduced into two smaller triangles and one smaller rectangle. This reduced size of consumer and producer surplus represents the workers, who still keep their jobs even after the start of the minimum wage. The large two triangles represent deadweight losses, or social losses to employers and workers. As we have analyzed the consequences of price floor, policymakers have to consider possible negative outcomes of minimum wage and minimum prices for agricultural products. Once the government intervenes, market failure will take place. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.